Hey Bryson, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right, so what do you guys do here?
All right, so we're Goldback, and what we do is we offer the Goldback, which is a currency. It's a gold-backed currency. It's a local currency, or it's used for barter exchange. After the Great Depression, there were like 3,000 local currencies that were popping up all over the country because people were trying to live life without having access to the dollar. So local currencies have existed for a long time. The oldest one is in New York, which is called Ithaca Hours. It's based on a person's labor for 1 hour. A lot of local currencies are paper-based or whatever, however they do it, but it's kind of built on the faith of the people that are inside of the community that are using it. And it's meant to keep the money in the community.
Fantastic.
So the Goldback, the reason why it's important is because the gold, which I'll show you right now.
Oh, great. Great.
The currency, the local currency, is actually an asset-based currency. So the gold is actually in here. This is a 1/1000th of an ounce of 24 karat gold.
Wow.
Sandwiched between two polymer barriers, and it's got unique art on it that actually reflects the history and also there's on each one of the Goldbacks there's a female virtue on all of them, and they have a virtue in Latin, and they all point towards Christ-like attributes. Okay, and so we wanted to make this different from, and we're not competing with the dollar. It's complementary to the dollar, local currencies. Okay, so it says it's not legal tender, legal U.S. tender. Okay, this is just to be used or exchanged by people that agree to exchange it. But the reason it's different in a lot of ways, they vary in size. So each denomination is a little different in size. They have different colors. They're vertical instead of horizontal. Like I said, they have, instead of dead men on them, they have women virtues on them.
Beautiful.
And it's done by female artists that do it. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And so the main thing is that we wanted to make something not so much as a collectible, even though people are going to do that, but as gold that you can actually spend. You can go out and buy a sandwich with this, or a loaf of bread, or some eggs, and regardless of what happens in the future, let's say 5 years from now, it costs you $40 for some eggs. You can still use one Goldback, and you can still buy those eggs, right?
Wow.
So
cool.
It's not that gold goes up; it's that when the dollar drops, through inflation, then gold has more buying power. And since the early 1900s, the dollar has lost its value 99% to gold. So.
Yeah. Well, how's your company doing?
Well, the thing is, it's challenging because we want to get these out. We want to get these into all the states, and we want to have these internationally. We just cannot make them fast enough and we're not even advertising, and we can't produce enough for the people that want them. So we're going to ramp up manufacturing, but I suspect what will happen is it'll just cause there to be more word of mouth, and then more people wanting them.
Can you recommend a community or a place that I can go to interview them to see how it's going?
Absolutely. In fact, our team just went to New Hampshire for Fork Fest and Pork Fest. And I don't know if you're familiar with that. Okay. There's some video online about it.
Okay.
But New Hampshire, as you probably know, is very liberty-minded. And they're actually using Goldback as a currency at those events. They're actually spending it more than cash and crypto. They're using this. And that was before they had their own.
Okay.
They were using, I shouldn't say they were spending it more than cash because I don't know, but I know that they're spending it more than crypto.
Okay.
But they were spending Nevadas and Utahs before they had their own. And now they have their own at the New Hampshire. So yeah, that's hopefully you can find that online. But people have documented that.
I'll check it out. Hey, thanks for your time. This is
you're welcome.
really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.